that goes into it because if he went and got a gun and came back and shot him,
if there was room, because that's what the law looks at is like room to withdraw or time for reflection.
That's not to cut you up, but that's what it goes back to when we were just talking about fighting.
Yeah.
And I said if they on your ass and you got a chance to get to your gun, you can't shoot them because you done got a chance to get to it.
You had a chance.
He like, well, if he's still on your ass, you can't get to it.
Look, they still chasing you. That's a fact that makes it still self-defense.
But if somebody's chasing you to fight, does they give you the right to shoot them?
It does. If somebody's chasing you,
if you
in the state of Florida, because it's still. Let me show you something. In the state of Florida, we haven't covered that all thoroughly because stand your ground is what they call an exception.
Yeah.
So since we haven't followed it, since we haven't went through it thoroughly, I don't know the details as it's written. But the biggest review for it, like at the time, the Attorney General. When it was written, the Attorney General of the state of Florida said it was a very poorly written law. It's too vague. It basically says that if you have a right to be where you are and someone makes you feel threatened, you have the right to kill them.
Deadly force.
You know what I'm saying? And that's too vague because they don't give you a spectrum of what threats, what threats qualify as a
So if I wanted to fight you
threat
right now and tried to fight you, you can shoot me?
No. It depends on the situation. If, as we are right now, if you trying to fight me, my professor likes to always say you can't just kill people. Exactly. Like the law's not going to let you get away with just killing people.
So that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like if somebody chasing you to come fight you, like not even like chasing you to come.
See, the chase is what makes it. The chase is there. You go. The chase is what makes it self-defense because I'm trying to get away. And he's trying to make this. He's making the threat imminent, even more imminent because he's
still coming at me.
He keep coming.
So if you coming at me and I'm walking to my car, you coming at me talking trash to fight, and I'm walking to my car, and you still coming, but you talking shit. Yeah. I can reach in my car, get my gun, and turn around and shoot you.
No, you can't. What did he say?
That he gonna fuck me up, whatever he said. That's what I'm saying. Like
it depends on what he says, and then on top of that, it depends on what the witnesses say he said. Because if you say he told me he was gonna kill me, and he don't have no weapon on him at all, and he was just running up on you, if he wasn't bigger than you, then 9 times out of 10 you can
even if he was bigger than you, like because the way I look at it is like. I feel like they will always find a way to try to jam you because they can say if you had time to reach in your car and get your gun, why didn't you just get in your car?
Well, he could have used my door as a weapon against me. He could have slammed me against
the door. Because that's what I'm saying. It's ways around everything.
But that I didn't do that. But it depends on where he is in that situation.
Yeah.
Because
remember, if you look at it like this,
okay.
If I got time with my back to you to lean to reach in my car and grab my gun and come back out the car, you don't think I would have had time to get in my car, close and lock my doors?
Yeah. Depends on the situation, though.
It depends. How close but in a situation like that, where you have time to reach in your car and get your gun and come back out, you don't think that's time enough for you to get in your car and lock the door?
It depends. I know you hate that answer. People hate
that
answer.
No, I agree with the answer because it really depends on the situation.
It depends.
But I'm just saying, you don't think nobody can use that as an excuse? Like the fact that you had enough time to get in your car and get your gun, you could just got in the car?
You have to define what's enough time. What's enough time to me may not be enough time to you.
Yeah.
How much time? And then on top of that, always remember all of these terms that's like enough time. I felt threatened. It all goes to the same way we've been debating.
Yeah.
I debate the way the law was written. Maybe I debate too much like a lawyer. But the reason that it's called reasonable mind. Mm-hmm. Would a reasonable minded person do what this individual did under these circumstances? That's why if you look at all legal, one of the most infamous symbols about the justice system is the scales, because all acts have to be balanced out. What a reasonable mind, and that's the balancing act. It's always about reasonability. It's all about a reasonable mind. Would a reasonable minded person do what this individual is accused of doing? So, meaning like you got into an incident with somebody in the bar, you let it go. Okay, you go into your car, he didn't let it go. And he comes after you and wants to fight you. In that scenario, let me show you. You can possibly use self-defense because he was what they call lying in wait.
Yeah. But the thing about that, you have to have witnesses.
You have to have witnesses regardless. A lot of times, not
because if it's just you and somebody else, like
if it's just you and the deceased,
and what if I say, well, how you know he was followed? What if he was going in his car? What if he was leaving at the same time you were leaving?
For you to bring that up, his car would have to be in my direction. It would have to be something, you know what I'm saying, to make you think.
Yeah, everything have to make sense.
The facts have to, right? You have to, whatever claims happen, because that's.
I'm just saying because the reason I'm asking all that, because people feel like that stand your ground shit would just cover them.
No, you got
you can't just kill people. No matter
Exactly.
what, no matter what your reason, you can't just kill people.
And that's my point. Like, you know, I know about it, but like I know a lot of people just state like they got their gun, they gonna kill somebody because they stand your ground shit. Like that's why I brought it up, because I hear a lot of people like, man, if I get into it with a nigga, I'm gonna shoot him.
No, you can't do that. It depends, because that's the first scenario. You got into it with somebody, they lied and wait for you to come out. They came out and then they approached you and they wanted to fight. And in reaction to that, you shot them. Mm-hmm. And you shot them because you had, just like the police have probable cause to do things, you had probable cause to believe he was a threat to you because y'all just had a problem in the bar and he was saying what he was going to do to you when y'all got outside. You come outside and here it is, you have to defend yourself. Mm-hmm. If it's a parking lot incident where y'all fighting over a parking spot,
once it's a physical altercation, you can kill him.
Well, not necessarily.
Not necessarily.
That's not true.
Like that's
not true.
Hands on you?
That's not true.
No. I won't say physical like you put your hands on me like this.
Right.
Like even if I punch you, you don't have the right to kill me.
Right. You don't have a right to put somebody punch you. If me and you fight, because me and brother TheGreat are related, blood related. So we have the same height pretty much. He's 6'2", I'm 6'3". If me and you fight, you don't have the right to shoot me. You absolutely do not have the right to shoot me, because a reasonable-minded person will think you can handle yourself against my size. I'm not much greater than you. But if me and Quez fighting because of my stature, I might
put one in your ass.
He might can get away with stand your ground because he could say, man, he was choking the hell out of me. You see how big he is? You could do that with you. You can't say that.
But still, it don't matter. It's a physical altercation. He punched me in my eye, and I was terrified. The pain that I felt when he hit me made me feel.
You know, we use that.
Your ass going to jail.
You
going to jail.
That's the big example we use at school, because that force wasn't required. That force wasn't necessary. He didn't have nothing on him.
But
Brother TheGreat, take that back. Okay,
give him the mic.
I take it back.
You
can't kill him. Mm-hmm. But you could defend yourself. If he punch you now, you pull out your gun, you shoot him in the leg or something.
Well, you can't just up your fire, because if first of all, you can't pull your pistol unless you have the intent to use it, and if you have the intent to use it, it has to be because you feel imminent danger, imminent bodily harm.
He punched me in my eye.
Grave bodily harm. I fall to
the floor. He walking towards me. What I supposed to do?
Do you have time to run?
I'm dazed. He done knocked me on the ground.
What did he? Did he have a weapon? Did he have a formal way? If he got a tree branch, you can light his ass up.
But even if you say you was dazed,
but if he don't have anything,
be like, if you was dazed, how did you think enough to pull your gun out?
But look, no, let me say that. Let me say that clearly. If he had a tree branch in his hand, you could light his ass up. But if it's just him, if you got a gun on you, you still overpower him. I don't care if he dazed you or not.
He know what, he hit me in the eye. He saw that he can handle me and kick my ass with his fist, so he don't have to pull out his gun. So he just gonna come over there and finish kicking my ass while I'm on the ground with his fist. So
you better get this ass whooping.
Hey, you gotta get this ass whooping. I'm going to court.
You can't get that whooping.
I'm going to court
because all that's gonna do. No. He going to jail. I'm gonna tell you how the system works. That's not a justifiable defense. It's not. It's not a justifiable defense. Meaning that, okay, you may not get life for that, but you gonna do some time for that. You took somebody's life. You're gonna do maybe 10 years where you could have did 25. I'm serious.
That's gonna be self-defense.
Hold on. It doesn't meet self-defense. It doesn't meet the requirements of self-defense.
You
have a broad understanding of self-defense. Self-defense, as you know it, is he tried to hit me, or I'm being attacked. I'm being attacked, so I got the right to kill the threat. You don't. You're not your life. That's why it's written grave bodily harm, imminent threat to grave bodily harm. That's all they talk about. They're not.
Answer this question. Have somebody ever got killed by a punch? Just answer that question.
In boxing, yeah.
No, I'm talking about real life. People have got killed.
Yeah, but not. But I don't. Let me show you something. I'm not saying it didn't happen, but how? Remember, we talking about a reasonable-minded person, because that's what the jury's going to be made up of. You could take your chances at trial.
I'm not reasonable-minded once he hit me in my
goddamn
eye. No,
I'm trying to show you a reasonable-minded person. Ask any reasonable-minded person, because remember, you asked that question. We had to sit there and think. Is it likely that somebody would die from a punch?
Depends on
I didn't ask you, was it possible? Is it likely that a person would die from the average punch? Because remember,
it's not likely that no.
So the person
it's not likely that a person
would. Because if I say a punch, I'm talking about the average punch. Any other punch, because if you try to say anything other than a punch, you're gonna enhance it.
No, I'm not gonna enhance that. when I grew up in middle school, I'm talking about young kids. I seen people fight. I done seen guys get punched in the face,
Right.
fall on the ground, shake, seizures. That's good enough.
Okay, now did the punch make him seize, or did the fall into the floor make him seize?
The punch.
So did he see? Because they're going to ask you, did he seize before he hit the ground?
No, hell no.
Or did
he
see that after he hit the ground?
It's cause and effect. If that guy wouldn't have punched him in the face and knocked him out and he hit the ground, he wouldn't have had the seizure.
Okay, not
so
really.
Now,
is that? But remember, this is. I'm not trying to cut you off because this is what we were just talking about. I'm not trying to cut you off because when you make an example, you can't jump off the example, because if you jump off the example and keep going, anybody listening assumes that's the right point. Okay, but that's not how it goes.
Okay, tell me how it goes.
How it goes is they have to weigh and take into effect this boy's medical history. Has he ever had seizures before?
No, he's healthy. He never had seizures.
I'm telling you, I'm just saying I'm going through the whole thing. I'm just laying it out, and then you give me the opinion. Then you give me the setup. They're gonna check his medical history. Did that punch cause the seizure? They're gonna did it cause the seizure for the first time? Yeah or nay. Then they're gonna look at the damage that he received from that punch, and then they're gonna weigh and see the malice in that boy malice in that boy mind. What happened before he hit that boy, and then how old were they when this happened? Because in America we can't charge nobody under 7.
All you gotta do, man, go to Google, type in ghetto brawls, and you can see all kind of people fighting from old to age. I know, I'm just saying how frequently it happens, how much of it you can find on the internet. Okay, I'm just saying you could just fighting. No, not even dying, knocked out.
Okay, well if that's
to me I'm afraid of getting knocked out and the mob get over there, because I done seen people get knocked out and the mob come. You know, they got medical injuries now after this knocking out. You know, so I'm afraid of that. I don't want nobody to, okay, he hit me and I'm knocked out. Now I'm scared.
You don't want to be vulnerable like that. I understand.
No, I don't want to take that chance.
But listen,
how did you know that was going to happen?
Even with you being afraid of having the getting knocked out and being vulnerable, does that justify you taking another person's life? Because in your example, in your example, you never said you was in fear of your life. You said you were scared of getting knocked out.
No, that's the fear. Because once you're knocked out, that's it. You don't have no control of defending yourself. Well, now it's possible that you can lose your life. You may not make it out of this.
No, well, the point. Well, my whole point. No, my
you
whole
feel
point.
Me?
I feel you, but the whole point is that's not good enough.
No, it's gonna have to be good enough because. Fuck
okay, now let me show you. Now you see how you see. You know what I'm saying? Now you see how I say. Now that's why I'm supposed to go like that, because because I'm just telling you how it is.
No, I know that's how. So,
but that's why we have a judicial system. Jury. You can fight that in court.
You got a damn.
It's not like it's not right.
Somebody, you afraid of getting knocked out. You know he's coming over to knock you out.
How you know?
What are you gonna do? You gonna wait till him to get over there and try to wrestle with him to see if
you know he gonna knock you out when he get over?
And most people,
I don't want to take that chance.
Okay, listen. You know what most people? No, let me show you something. You know what most people answer? Most jurors answer, because we want to ask all those questions before we pick our 12. The only 12 that's gonna make it is the 12 that say, if somebody's coming to me, I'm gonna run. That's the only 12 that's gonna make it up there. So right there, if you saying that you too proud to run, because you can run in this scenario, because mind you, the only
that's why
you play sports. You healthy.
I had surgery. I had 2 surgeries.
That had nothing to do with you taking his life.
No, it has something to do with
life wasn't in danger.
Why is he coming towards me?
Right.
Why is he coming towards me?
So what your legal defense?
Hold on. Leave. Why
I know you my big cuz. I know this is not a truth, but this is what the jury. I mean, this is what the law hears. So your defense is you too scared of an ass whooping, so you killed them. That's what your defense is.
No, my defense is I don't want to get killed in the midst of getting the ass whooping.
There you go. So for you to get killed, the ass whooping has to happen first. Yeah. So the law you cannot.
So I gotta wait
self-defense.
For him to jump on me?
There you go. Self-defense. That's one of the big problems. Yeah, that's one of the big problems of battered woman syndrome. That shit don't fly no more. Women who've been getting their ass whooped all these years.
But that's what I said. Once the physical altercation happens, I said. He's on me now. He don't hit me. He's on me now.
But the women, the reason why women, that's why it's called battered woman syndrome, is because by nature women aren't as strong as a man. So off the bat they have to use force to equal them to force. They have to use something to help them equal force. But a man on a man is already equal force. So you cannot self-defense is not. You can't. Hold on. Let me say it. Self-defense is not self-defense if it's in anticipation of something that's going to happen. woman. You can't kill. If I tell you I'm gonna come shoot you in your face tomorrow, you can't kill me today. You have to wait till I come with the gun, and then you can try to shoot me.
But with the man on man equal force thing, like how could you say that equal force if they would say a man of your size and a man of my size? I have the right to be in fear.
That's why it goes back to the balancing act of a reasonable mind. It's not absolute.
You just said absolute. You just said absolute thing. You say man on man is equal force. A man on woman is not.
No, I said man on man is more equal force than a woman. I say a woman has to use something to make herself more equal to a man. Truth be told, Ronda Rousey will kick all three of our ass right now. Truth be told, that's the UFC woman. Yo, my ass. She'll kick everybody ass.
Right.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Like you can't.
So,
like,
but if she whoop my ass and kill me, she can go to jail for that because she's a professional fighter. So that's not true. So I'm not saying it's absolute. I'm saying to a reasonable minded person.
That was my question was.
I'm explaining it to a reasonable minded person. No law is absolute. That's why we have a defense. Basically. That's why we have a defense system because no law is absolute. So that means that every reasonable minded person would assume man versus man is equal more so than woman versus woman. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? A man versus man is more equal than a woman versus man. That's just black and white on paper. Like we don't have to see which man or which woman. Just the idea of man versus man is more equal than woman versus man. That's what I mean. So that's a reasonable minded person. So that's why a woman can shoot your ass if that same accident she got knocked out and she shot her husband. That's self-defense.